What's going on, horror lovers? HorrorWithHoss come back to you with another video. And in this video, I'm going to do a bit of an update. Some things I picked up. It's quite a few things here from quite a few different places. I'm trying to get through this as quick as I can. I'm going to start off with some pickups I got from Second Charles. The biggest one of those is I was able to find the complete series of Sons of Anarchy. It is this collector set, and I'm going to show you the box first. I've already taken it out of the box for the sake of time here, but it comes in this, supposed to be like a crate, but it's kind of like, one of those a bit harder cardboard box. And then inside there we have this box here that's it's a replica of the table that they meet around when they're having their meetings. It's got the emblem on there, and then the top of that, of course, comes off. And this is like a hard type box. And then inside is the actual booklet, which has your season discs, but also has pictures throughout the show from each season. So it's in a book style like this. As you see when you open up, you got season 1 there. As you can see, it has the panoramic type pictures there, and then each disc is in these little sleeves here, and they all have these little plastic bags they're in. So I'm assuming this is how it came, when it was initially opened. And I guess whoever had this before it made it to Second Charles had left them in the bag. So but yeah, it's in pretty good condition. A little shelf worn, you could tell it's been used some, but it was a good deal. I had a gift card to use anyway, so that helped with the price. But yeah, it was a really excellent find, and I've liked that show, and now I have the whole series on DVD. Also there at the Second Charles, I found another season of this show that I've been trying to collect all of. That's the Dukes of Hazzard. I got the 5th season here. So I'll just like a few more of those, so to have the complete series on DVD. I also found one, and for the price they had, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. And it is the 5th season of True Blood. I did like this show. I've seen the whole series, and since it was still in the hard box, everything, I was like, yeah, I'll get that because it has a slip box for the price they had it at. Next up, we're going to show some DVDs here. I've got 3. This one here came from Amazon. It's a movie that has Michael Berryman in it. I've been wanting to get for a while, and also has Sean Patrick Flannery in it, Kim Darby. It says You Can't Run from a Nightmare, and it is The Evil Within. This one I actually ordered through, I believe it was, I think this was either Pinterest, or it was one of those sites where they'll make these on demand sets, and this was the complete series, the animated series Tales from the Crypt Keeper. And it has, individual discs. It's got them stacked here in the middle, but I've already watched some of the ones from season 1, and it's really good for having to be a burn on demand. It was really good. I was happy to get that animated series. This one here also came from Amazon, and that is Evil Season 2. This is a show I think was on CBS, Paramount, whatever, and I'm going to try to collect those seasons of that show. This next grouping came from Replays, the local place Replays. They had this complete series come in, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick this up. And it is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the one from the 80s. This is the one that I remember watching. So I now have that on DVD. This movie here, which I don't remember ever hearing about before, but it's got Corbin Bernsen in it. Tracy Nelson says, "It's feeding time." Fangs. On the back it says, "Nature created them, man perfected them. You will fear them." So I got this one in. I remember watching this comedy. Charlie Sheen. And I believe there's quite a few other cameos and things in this, but it is Hot Shots Part 2. This one here has, David Koechner in it. It's a comedy, and it says from producers of Wedding Crashers. It is the unrated edition of Comebacks, which I believe is kind of poking fun at the football comeback story type movies. This one here is a 4-movie collection. I really only got it for one movie, and you'll see which one that is here, but they are on 2 individual discs. Two of the movies are on flipper discs, but we've got Wishmaster 2, Leprechaun, and then Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings, which I wanted to get. I've never had that on physical, and it does have its own disc, so that's good. Of course, the Blu-ray from Screen Factory, long out of print, so I thought I'd pick this up on the cheap. And then they had this 4-movie Blu-ray set here, and I believe each of these, let me just check, but I think these are all, yeah, they're all individual discs as well. We've got Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Mortal Kombat Legacy, and Spawn, the director's cut. So happy to have these. I've not had any of those movies. I do have Spawn on DVD, I believe. So, but I don't think it was the director's cut. I'm not sure. But next grouping was from Facebook groups. There was this double pack. It's a Kino Lorber double pack here that has Big Business and Scenes from a Mall. So these are 2 that feature Bette Midler. Of course, Lily Tomlin's in it, Woody Allen as well. Initially, the seller I bought this from, all I could see was the spine of this movie, and I thought this was the movie that was made in the 80s that had Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks. But it is, I guess, the original Dragnet. See, all I could see was the spine. I thought, oh, I bet it's the 80s one, but no, it was the one from 1954, but this is another Kino Lorber title, so happy to add another one of those. And these other 2 had slipcovers here. And this one here says, "They arise out of nothing, they think, they kill." It's a code red release of Insect, also known as, I think, Blue Monkey. So, and this one was still sealed. And then here, this is another Kino Lorber title with the slipcover. We've got Treat Williams, Famke Janssen, and it is Deep Rising. Next up here, we're going to go with some Whatnot pickups. As y'all know, I've been getting some titles from some different sellers. First up here, there were these 3 special extended DVD editions they had of the first 3 Lord of the Rings films. So I've got those. It's got the the box with the little fold out part here, and of course it has your extended edition movies, and it has this plastic piece is coming off, but still. And you have your supplement materials, and then the little booklets that come with them. So each of these is that. This first one, it looks like someone had spilled some wax on the back, so I've got to tend to that at some point. But that's Fellowship of the Ring, and of course 2 Towers, and then Return of the King. And I got all these really cheap. I know it's a DVD. It's been released even up to 4K, I think now. So, but still, I thought those were some nice additions that I could get for the cheap, so that's what I did. This one here, They Can Taste Your Fear, David Hasselhoff in Anaconda's Offspring, which I didn't look on the back, but that sounds like that would be a sci-fi channel movie. Seems to me like. This one, I've got the third movie on Blu-ray, as I showed in a previous haul. But this one had the first two, which I believe the only way you can get them is on DVD as of right now. And so it is the Happy Hooker trilogy. You have the Happy Hooker Goes to Washington, and then, like I said, the one I already have on Blu-ray, the Happy Hooker Goes Hollywood. And then I believe that comes in 2 discs. The first one has its own disc, and the second and third are on a flipper disc. He had thrown in this. I doubt I'll open it because it just has 1 episode each, but it's like a HBO showing you, it's 4 different shows, 1 episode from each show. You got Big Love, Rome, Deadwood, Entourage, but I'll probably just keep that sealed out. Next grouping here actually were some movies and TV series some friends of mine gave me. I kind of had given them some movies as well, but they really were just really nice to do this, and I wanted to showcase what they gave to me. First up here, we've got Keanu Reeves' widescreen edition of Constantine. Great movie. They know I like music, and this is a Slipknot Inside the Nine Fall Liminal, I think is how you say that. And it's a cool thing here. You fold it out, and you got your disc inside there. But look forward to checking that out. I love any type of music, documentaries or DVDs, things like that. So next up here is the 6-film Rocky collection on DVD. So that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the Rocky Balboa movie. So, and let's see, I think these are all on individual discs. There may be, well, it looks like there might be a couple of flipper discs there, but, and then as I told you, they knew I was collecting the Dukes Hazzard, and they had a couple of seasons they gave me. Right here we've got season 4. And then we have season 7. So now the only season I'm lacking is season 6, which I'll try to find and pick that up, maybe through eBay or somewhere. Then they gifted me with the 8 movie collection, because I know there's more, I think more than 8 now, but the 8 movie collection of the Fast and Furious movies. So I didn't have really any of these, so that'll be good to jump into that series of films. And then this one here I've never seen, but I've heard good things about it. Got Tom Hardy, Joel Edgerton, Nick Nolte, and it is Warrior. So thank you again to my friends. I know who they are out there that gave me these movies, so I really do appreciate it. I already had season 1 of this show, and so I was able to get season 2, pretty good price off of Amazon, and that is Preacher. The one I've been wanting to pick up for a while, I got through Amazon, and it did come with a slip, thankfully. And it's got, let's see, I don't really notice any names right off here, but I know that they've been in some different things. The boy I know has, but it says, "Here's to the End of the World." It is Silent Night. I ordered this one directly from MVD. It's the MVD Rewind Collection, because I want to make sure I got it with the slip, the poster, and that is Joysticks. This was it sorely needed an upgrade, and I'm happy to get this. These came from directly from Vinegar Syndrome. I had purchased a couple of the partner labels. This one here is, because the slips were selling quick on these. This one here is the indie video store boom of the 80s, 90s called Mom and Pop. So this is a documentary there. Got that one. And this one here, this one actually sold out first of the two. It says, Flash, you asked for it, it's here. Hey folks, it's the intermission time video party. And I'm looking forward to checking that out. Looks like it's some different intermission type stuff that it shows from the drive-ins of the movies. I also used some points to get another Vinegar Syndrome Movie Club slip to one that I didn't previously have a slip for, and that is Ice Cream Man. So I gotta put that on. Got this from Diabolic DVD. They had a slipped copy come in, and of course I did the thing you can do where if they get something back in, they'll notify you. And I was able to pick it up with slip. Of course, this is already sold out through Vinegar Syndrome size. Saturn's Core film, Where the Terror is All Too Real. We have the Hayride Slaughter and Halloween Horrors. This one here, I believe I got from, I think I got this from Grindhouse Video with a slip. It's a Scorpion releasing for Humongous. These also came from Amazon here. Two Shudder originals. We have Scare Package 2, Rad Chad's Revenge. Now, I already had this on DVD, but I did want on Blu-ray, and that's the Mortuary Collection. Next up is some sales that, some titles I picked up from some sales. We'll start with the DVDs, of course. I had two that was from a sale they had. I believe it was a Roger Corman themed sale that they had. And these were some on DVD triple features that I did not already have. So we've got on this one, Firecracker, TNT Jackson, and Too Hot to Handle. These, of course, are going to be some exploitation type movies. And then we have this one here that has the three movies. The Arena, Fly Me, and CoverGirl Models. I believe these came from, I'm trying to remember, because they had these slipped copies. They didn't have all of them didn't have slips, but they had some slipped copies. I think this was also Grindhouse, but this one's from the Maneater series. I got Ancient Evil has come to feed. We have Wyvern. On the back it says, it will be the death of you. We have Death is Their Picnic. The Hive. And on the back it says, you'll be eaten alive. And this one here I had to get. It's got Robert Englund in it. And it is The Ultimate Buzzkill. Black Swarm. And on the back it says, feel the sting of death. From the Vinegar Syndrome 420 sale, I don't smoke as far as any kind, especially not weed, but I did want to pick these up because they were fairly inexpensive. I got the Vinegar Syndrome rolling papers, so that would be my 420 type thing there, just to have as a novelty. But then they also had this certain titles on sale, and this one was an AGFA double feature here, and that is Fuck the Devil and Fuck the Devil 2 Return of the Fucker. So I got that double feature. And the last here that we're going to show off are 4K titles that I picked up. This one being one of the newest ones I got, and that is the 35th Anniversary Edition. This is the alternate slip. If it comes with alternate slip, I usually put that on it. And that's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I really wish they wouldn't have done the little barcode, but what are you going to do? They put it on there. So, but of course that came with a poster and the original slip that came with it. I finally was able to get this James Cameron. It was only of the 3 newer ones that had been released did not have. And it's the 4K Blu-ray of The Abyss. I was hoping this one would have come with a slip. This from Amazon. And that is Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Running Man. And then lastly, also from Amazon here, I had to get it. I love this movie, and I wanted to try to get it while it still had the slip, booklet, and everything. And that's the 4K of Basket Case. Frank Henenlotter films. I love his films that he's made, and I had to get this. So I now have it on Blu-ray and 4K. There you have it. That's everything. I know it was a lot to cover. I appreciate you hanging in there. If you did, leave me a comment down in the comments section. Let me know if there's any of these you have or are looking to get. Any that stood out to you that you want to discuss. I appreciate you watching the video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you really like this video, consider subscribing. If you haven't already, click the notification bell. That way you'll know every time I upload a new video. Hope all of you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.